Say okay. Let me set it back. So now that we have our interface, our dynamic interfaces created, now we have to create the wireless LANs now. So let's click on wireless LANs here. So we have the management line here, then we're going to create new, then we click go. Profile name, we're going to keep it a wireless LAN. Profile name, we're going to keep it the same. ENG, for example. Not for example, but we're going to keep it the same. If you want, you can give it any name. ID is going to be 2 because we already have one in management. Then we say apply. Yeah, it's going to take a few seconds again to. Okay, now we must not forget to enable it, but we cannot enable it now before we configure security, because someone might connect to our wireless LAN before it is secure. So this is going to be ENG, so we're going to associate it with the ENG dynamic interface here. That's what we need to do here. Then we'll go to security tab, then we're going to select WPA plus WPA2. We are going to use preset keys, so we're going to enable this with AES encryption. Then a preset key, we're going to configure a preset key of CCNA 2025 for ENG. Okay, and now that our security is set, we can go back to the general, then we enable this, then we say apply. So now we have our wireless SSID, our wireless LAN SSID ENG enabled with the password of CCNA 2025. Let's say back. You can see it here. So now we have management and ENG. Let's create for IT. And we're gonna give it a name, profile name of IT, then an SSID of IT. This is the service set ID. Apply. We wait for it to load, and once it's loaded, then we can configure it. IT, we are not going to enable it, but what we're going to do, we're going to associate it with an IT dynamic interface here. Then we go to security. Then we're going to choose WPA plus WPA2. Activate WPA2 policy. Then enable preset key. You can use 802.1.1x if you're using like a AAA server running the Radius protocol with a username and password, but we're just going to use a preset key. So for IT, it's going to be preset key is going to be CCNA 2026 because IT is always advanced. Okay. All right. Now that we have our security, you can configure a lot of stuff in like quality of service. I'm not going to talk about quality of service right now, but you can best effort you can check if you want, but Packet Tracer doesn't allow me to do this. It's so limited. But we have like this the platinum for voice, then we have the gold for video, then we have the silver for best effort, of course. Then we have all of those, so you should keep that in mind. We can also configure a lot of stuff here, but we are not going to do that. General here, let's not forget to enable this. Then we say apply. I say back just to check if everything is still okay. Yes, now we have our wireless LAN and our SSIDs, and we can see here that they're enabled with WPA2 authentication with this preset key. Okay, now that we are all set here, let's now associate wireless devices with the AP. So we're gonna go to end users, then we're gonna grab maybe a smartphone here. Comes here. Okay, we click on here. We go to config wireless. It is default. Let's associate it first with the ENG SSID. We are using WPA2 preset key, so we're gonna activate this one. Then we give it a preset key of CCNA 2025. DHCP, it should be able to get the IP address now from the DHCP if you wait a minute. There you go. It gets an IP address and everything is now configured. And if you take a look at this, it is associated with this one. Okay. We can also configure it to associate with the IT. With the IT SSID. But you can do it. But I want to show you this on the monitor from the wireless LAN controller. If you go to monitor, you can see that we have one associated device. So we have one AP. Then it tells us currently we have one client. I told you that you can also use an internal DHCP of the wireless controller. If you go to controller here, that's where you're going to be able to configure the DHCP. But make sure you configure the DHCP before you create the wireless LANs. So if you go to internal DHCP, if you go to DHCP scope here, that's where you'll be able to configure the internal DHCP that the clients are going to be associated with, and this is where they're going to get their IP addresses from. So you can see that there is always this one, the management one, created as well. You can create new and go through the configuration where you set the starting IP address and the ending IP address. But that's for another day. Let's just check if the other SSID is working. We're gonna grab this smartphone here. Then we click. We're gonna say config. Then we go to wireless. We're gonna try and associate it with IT, and we are using WPA2 PSK with this preset key. We configured it to be CCNA 2026 because we say IT is a class. Okay, all right, cool. It should be able to get an IP address here. It should take some time because it's sending this. Voila, it has an IP address, and if you check, it's associated. But we have a problem, right? If you check the IP address range for the IT VLAN, it says 10.10.10.30, right? If you check the IP address that the smartphone got is in the management VLAN. This is an issue with packet tracer. I was also frustrated when this happened, but it's a packet tracer issue. And we go to the laptop here. Once again to the laptop, you can see it doesn't have a wireless adapter, so we're gonna switch it off, and we're gonna take out the wired interface, the NIC card, and we're gonna put this wireless adapter, and we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna go to config wireless. It's default. It's associated with ENG WPA2 with preset key and CCNA 2025 with AES encryption. It should get an IP address from the DHCP server. We're gonna wait for a few minutes, then it has an IP address here. Yeah. This is a packet tracing issue. Okay, it's better. So we're gonna go to laptop, we're gonna go to command. we are going to try and ping PC2. PC2 is 10.10.10.10.100 from the wireless because they're in the same cycle. Ping 10.10.10.100. This should work. A few pings will fail due to ARP, then the next ones will be successful. You can see. So right now we are pinging PC2 from the wireless laptop to see if things are working fine. Let's try and ping PC3 with IP address 10.10.3.0.101. 3.0101. 10.10.30.101. Just a few from now. Okay. We're gonna say ping this IP address. Ping. First few pings will fail because of ARP, and you can see. So we have full connectivity from the wireless network to the wired network. So our AP is working and our WLC is also working very fine. I just wanted to add this up so that you can see that the whole network has connectivity as well. So we can also say IP config all. Then you can see all the settings here. So here you can see that let's go to the wireless 0. The wireless connection is this one, and you can see the IP address that it got. This is the network subnet mask, the default gateway, the DHCP server, and things like that. Okay. Okay, guys, it has been a long video. I'm gonna end here, and thank you for watching. If this helped you, just click the subscribe button, notifications, and share with everybody who you want to share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Since our network is growing big like this, we're gonna dive into security. Okay, see you on the next one.